Has Formula One gone bankrupt? Andretti Cadillac's possible entry generates much discussion. The world of Formula One has been rocked by a storm of controversy as Andretti Cadillac, a new team, has emerged as the epicenter of a dispute that threatens to shake the sport's structures. Formula One's questionable behavior, acting like a cartel and finding excuses in a potentially failed model, has brought to the fore crucial questions about the integrity and transparency of the competition. Andretti Cadillac, with its promise of innovation and enthusiasm, poses a challenge to the established interests of Formula One. However, its journey towards competition was abruptly interrupted by the rejection of its design by Formula One itself, a decision supported by the powerful General Motors. This refusal not only restricted Andretti's entry, but also shed light on possible hidden interests shaping the Formula One landscape. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, political pressure in the United States is mounting as lawmakers and officials begin to question Formula One's practices and its reluctance to allow new competitors. The clash between Andretti and Formula One is not only a battle for a place on the grid, but also a clash between tradition and change, between corporate interests and the promise of renewal. In this twist-and-turn narrative, Andretti Cadillac emerges as a symbol of determination and defiance of the status quo, while Formula One is challenged to reassess its stance and practices. This is the beginning of a saga that promises to shake up the world of Formula One and redefine the future of the world's fastest sport. The rejection of Andretti's design by Formula One was not just an arbitrary decision, but rather the result of a series of concerns and interests at stake. Formula One has argued that the entry of a new team without an established engine supplier could unbalance the competition and damage the prestige of the championship, and the lack of clarity about Andretti's competitive potential has raised doubts about its ability to establish itself as a legitimate competitor. On the other hand, Andretti's defenders question the rationale behind the refusal, arguing that the entry of new teams is essential to maintain competitiveness and fan interest. They point to Formula One's history of accepting new competitors in the past and question why Andretti is being treated differently. Meanwhile, political pressure in the United States continues to mount, with lawmakers calling for investigations into Formula One's conduct and its potential antitrust violations. This increased political scrutiny could have significant ramifications for the future of the competition, as authorities seek to ensure that the sport is fair and accessible to all competitors. In addition, General Motors' role in the rejection of Andretti has also come under scrutiny, with some suggesting that the company is protecting its own interests at the expense of fair competition. This heated debate is casting a shadow over the integrity of Formula One and raises questions about the power of large corporations in the world of motorsport. As the dispute between Andretti and Formula One unfolds, it is clear that this is a pivotal moment for the future of the sport. The final decision will have far-reaching ramifications not only for the parties involved, but for the integrity and competitiveness of Formula One as a whole. Andretti Global's story is more than just a fight for a place on the grid. It's a battle for the soul of the sport and the values it represents. The outcome of this saga will determine not only the fate of Andretti, but will also shed light on Formula One's ability to adapt to change and ensure fair and equitable competition. It will be a moment of reflection for everyone involved in the world of Formula One, undoubtedly a moment that could shape the future of the sport and its position on the global sports scene. If you liked the video, share it on your social networks and also subscribe to the channel.